Hey friend, John McLennan here, and in this video I want to share with you how I play one of the most iconic rock guitar songs of all time. In this one we're going to dive into How to Play Money by Pink Floyd on guitar. So let's get straight into it. The first riff starts out on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. You play that note and then you jump up to the 4th fret on the 3rd string. This is actually an octave there. Then we're going to come back to the 4th fret on the 4th string, then the 2nd fret again on the 5th string. So it's going to go. Then we'll play the 2nd fret of the low E to the 5th fret, then the 2nd fret of the A string to the 5th fret. Now all together that's going to go. So that's the first riff, and I'm going to break this entire 7-minute song down for you step by step. But before we go through the rest of it, if you're new to the channel, I want to give you a gift right away. Let me ask you, have you ever struggled getting your guitar in tune without a tuner? I know for me, this is something that I struggled with for way too long, and it wasn't until I discovered a way of tuning and created a method that enabled me to grab any guitar and get it in tune with itself right away. And so what I did was put this method down in just a simple 5-step PDF. I call it my 5-step secret tuning method. And you can get this completely for free. Just go to johnmclennan.com/tuning, or you can click the first link down below. And this is not your typical way of tuning. You will not find this if you go to Google or go to YouTube and just type how to tune a guitar. So I want this for you. I want you to be able to get any guitar in tune right away so you're not fighting with the instrument and you can get to the music, which is what it's all about. So just go to johnmclennan.com/tuning, or again, click that first link down below as my gift to you. So there's a couple things I want to add to this riff. I also was doing a little bit of palm muting there with my strum hand. So instead of, I get a little mute to the notes, and that takes a little bit of ring out of them. And then I also was kind of pulling on this 5th fret, that last note before it starts over. Just kind of a bluesy, just a subtle bend there. Now, one other point I want to make about this is it's actually in a 7/4 time signature. Now, most songs are actually in what we call a common time or 4/4 time signature, where we're counting 4 beats per bar. But in this one, we would count it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Now you could also count it as a group of 4 and then 3, like 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's another way of breaking up 7. So that's actually what we're doing now. In the next part, the next figure, we play this. Back to the first figure again. And this is the new car, Caviar. And what happens here is we actually go through a couple different time signatures. So I'll show you the notes first. First, we're starting on the 4th fret of the 4th string, then the 4th fret of the 5th string, and we're going to alternate those notes. So 4, 4, 4, 4, and then 2 on the low 6th string, then up to 5, then 4 on the 5th string, then 4 on the 4th string, then walk down 3, 2, and then here we kind of make an E5 power chord there. So that's 2 on the 4th string, 2 on the 5th string, and then low E. So then 3rd fret of the low E, then open A, 2nd fret, 5. So all together. And then 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. We're back to that first figure. Now what happens here when we go to this second figure, we're actually in a 6/4 time signature. Then we go to 4/4, then we go back to 7. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. So there's a lot going on there with different time signatures. But again, if you kind of just think of the melody, we've all heard this so many times that it just sort of follows the melody, right? New car, caviar, da, 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 riff. So those are the first 2 figures that you need to know. Now, all of that repeats until we get to the sax solo. Now, the sax solo is really cool because it actually follows a 12-bar blues, but we use this riff. So this riff here is really implying a B minor. In fact, there's another guitar that's playing more of the full chord, B minor there. So you could always just play B minor in place of the riff. But during the sax solo, what happens is we go, and we play that riff 8 times. So 2, 3, 4, and repeat, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now check this out. What we do here is we apply that same figure to an E minor chord. So we basically just bring it up 5 frets. We start on the 7th fret now. So that's 7, 9, 9, 7, 7, 10, 7, 10. So that's based off the E minor. We play it 4 times. Again, this is during the sax solo. 2, 3, 4. Then we go back to the riff based on B, and we play that 4 times. Then we play the turnaround of this blues progression with figure 2, the part that went with the words new car caviar from earlier. Start here. And then instead of going to here, we actually just go. And that leads us into the guitar solo, the lead after the sax solo. So what I played there was just a B power chord, 2 on the 5th string, 4, 4. And I'm playing a triplet rhythm, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a... And then we go into the guitar solo. Now here we continue this blues theme, but we play this really cool chromatic line. It goes... Again, implying the B minor chord, but instead of doing this riff, the next riff here starts on the 2nd fret of the A string and then goes up to 5 and then walks down 4, 3, 2. So it's 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, and really just quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Now sometimes you'll hear a little ghost note, a little open string before you reset and loop it back around. But we're gonna play that riff 8 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we again, just like before, we were on the B minor, we go to the 4 chord, and this time the riff goes. It starts on the 7th fret, which is that note E of the 5th string, and then walk down 7, 6, 5, 4, 7, 6, 5, 4 with a little ghost note in between. Open 7, 6, 5, 4. Then we go back to the B riff, just like a blues. So it's following basically a stretched out 12-bar blues in riffs. And these are progressions and things that you want to become familiar with if you want to make rock guitar and blues guitar a lot easier. And these are things that I cover in my blues guitar systems because they come up in millions of songs. From there, we get to the turnaround, and this goes to F sharp here on the 2nd fret of the low E. We're going to go. Then. I love this part. It's a great little walk down. 2nd fret of the low E, then jump up the octave, 4th fret of the 4th string, and then walk down. 4, 3, 2, so 2, 4, 3, 2, again. Then we do this big walk down. 4 on the 3rd string, 2, then go to the 4th string, 5, 4, 2, then 5th string, 5, 4, 3, 2. So it's da, 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 da. And then back to this chromatic riff, the 2, 5, 4, 3, 2. So here's from that F sharp, this final turnaround. It sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the first time, we go here, and we repeat the solo section. But later in the song, we do it again, and we go. Tie it back in with the main figure. So it sort of connects all the way back to the first figure, and then it just fades out on that riff. So have fun putting those different sections together, and remember that even if you're playing all the rhythms right and all of the notes right, but you're out of tune, then that's a drag. So make sure to grab my 5-step secret tuning method, and this is going to help you be able to grab any guitar and get it in tune right away. You're going to play so much more confidently, and you're just going to not need a tuner. You won't need an app. You won't need to carry a tuner with you, which is what I used to do before I could just get a guitar in tune right away with itself. So I want this for you. Just go to johnmclennan.com/tuning, and you can download it right there as my gift to you. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and for more Pink Floyd, check out this video next.